मूक उचरे शास्त्र खट पिंग गिरन चढ़ जाए अंध लखै बदरो सुनै जो काल कृपा कराए अंध लखै बदरो सुनै जो काल कृपा कराए।
सतनाम श्री वाहिगुरु साहिब जी। सलोक उस्तत करहे अनेक जन अंत न पारावार नानक रचना प्रभ रची बहुविध अनेक प्रकार। उस्तत करहे अनेक जन अंत न पारावार नानक रचना प्रभ रची बहुविध अनेक प्रकार। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह।
सतगुरु जी, साजी निवाज जी, साध संगत जी, आप जी धन धन श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब जी महाराज जी दे पावन पवित्र हजूरी अंदर इकੱਤਰ हो रहे हो। आप जी दे अत्यंत ਵੱਡੇ ਭਾਗ ਹਨ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ ਸ਼ਹੀਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਰਤਾਜ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਸੁਖਮਨੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਚਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਕਿ ਤਿਸ ਕੀ ਸਰਨ ਸਰਬ ਸੁਖ ਪਾਵ ਹੈ, ਤਿਸ ਕੈ ਦਰਸ ਸਭ ਪਾਪ ਮਿਟਾਵ ਹੈ, ਅਵਰ ਸਿਆਣਪ ਸਗਲੀ ਛਾੜ, ਤਿਸ ਚਨ ਕੀ ਤੂੰ ਸੇਵਾ ਲਾਗ, ਆਵਨ ਜਾਨ ਹੋਵੀ ਤੇਰਾ, ਨਾਨਕ ਤਿਸ ਚਨ ਕੇ ਪੂਜ ਹੋ ਸਦ ਪੈਰਾ। Tan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji has blessed us to join the court today to listen to the Sukh Den Wali Bani of Sri Sukhmani Sahib, the Bani that gives us peace, gives us happiness, gives us understanding. Guru Maharaj Ji Soji Baksha, and they give us this understanding when we listen to the Bani and we start to take upon the Guru's teachings. And Guru Arjan Dev Ji says in his Bani ke tiski sarn ke Tan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji de ot asra leke Maharaj Ji de sharan vich pੈ ਕੇ ਤਿਸ ਕੀ ਸਰਨ ਸਰਬ ਸੁਖ ਪਾਵੇ। All the sukh is obtained, not the sukh of the world, not dunyavi sukh, the true sukh, jo sukh swarup hai, the form of WhyGuru Ji, that form of peace is obtained by that person. Many times we ask ourselves that how come I'm not happy, how come I don't have peace, that we're always in ashant. So there's shant, ja shanti, which means peace, and then there's ashant. Ada. When you put an A on the start, an ada on the start of many words in Punjabi, it means the opposite. So we're always in a shant. Our mind never sits still. The mind is always wandering and wandering. But Asad Sangha Ji, until we meet WhyGuru Ji, we're always going to be in this ashant. When we have that milap, Jado Maharaj Ji kirpa karde han te milap bakshde han, when they bless us with this milap with WhyGuru Ji, phir that ashant, the avastha, that state of being in ashant, that is taken away, phir shanti prapt ho jandi hai. Jado Maharaj Ji kirpa karde hain, when Guru Sahib does kirpa. And that kirpa is obtained in Guru Sahib Ji sharan, in the court of the Guru. Tis ki saran sarab sukh pav hai, tis ke dars sab paap mitav hai. Tan Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji de darshan didar karke, by seeing the Guru, by having darshan of Guru Granth Sahib Ji, sab paap mitav hai. All of our pains are taken away. Suniye, dukh paap ka naas. Coming into the Guru's court, sharan vich pੈ ਕੇ, bachan sun ke, nidyasan karke, man ke phir nidyasan karke. Nidyasan means abhyas karna, to practice it, follow it. Every single day, har roj abhyas karna. Phir suniye dukh paap ka naas. Sare dukh, sare paap nash ho jande han, nivrit ho jande han. Just by listening to the Guru's teachings. Inni Shakti, just in listening to the Guru's teachings, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji tells in Sri Japji Sahib the part, Vi Vari Sasang Ji Char Pauriya de vich. In 4 stanzas of Sri Japji Sahib, 20 times they say to us, Suniye. Suniye Siddh Peer Surnath. Ja Suniye Sara Guna ke Gaha. Suniye At Satka Asag. Suniye Par Par Pave Heman. So many times, Suniye. Vivari Sasangi, 20 times to say just in those 4 paudiya. So the essence of listening to what the Guru has to say to us, and coming here into the court of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, taking upon the Guru's teachings, then that Guru Sikh, that Gurmukh, they become mukt. Mukt ho jande ne Sasangi Ji by listening to the Guru's teachings. That is a kala, that is the blessings of being in the court of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. Sometimes we don't know how lucky we are. Until one day in the future, sometimes it takes time, then we realize that actually Guru Sahib Ji lo kirpa. So ਕਹਿਣ ਦਾ ਭਾਵ ਹੈ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, the only time we truly experience shanti is when we meet that shanta swarup. Udo tak ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, the Guru will keep us in a shanta swarup. We'll have sukh, we'll have dukh. Sukh, dukh. Until we become one with the Guru, then there's no more sukh and dukh. There's only this sajavasa, this state of being in oneness with the Guru. So, to go for the Bani of Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, Pichle Hafte Sahib Sangat Ji, we went for the 9th Ashtapadi. The 9th Ashtapadi de vich Sahib Sangat Ji, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji gave us a lot of Sikhi, a lot of teachings, but just the last 2 panktiya of the last Katha, where Maharaj Ji says, Sada Sada, Sada Dayal, Simra Simra Nanak Pai Nihal. Sada Sada, Sada. 3 wari, Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji is loves Vartade Han, they say 3 times Sada. So the first time they say Sada, it means in the past. Ke Pootkal vich, ke piche Pootkal de vich, Waheguru Ji Diyalu si. They were compassionate in the past. So whatever's happened in your life, the Guru started saying piche. Whatever's happened, that was out the Guru's compassion. So if you look in our lives and we always think about the past and we have pain, about a difficult time or trauma that we have. But Guru Arjan Dev Ji is saying is Sada. Forever the Guru's compassionate, even in that moment in the past, that was the Guru's diyalta, that was the Guru's compassion. They Sada, Sada, Dujivari, Fir Hon. Vartaman Samay de vich, in this present moment, the Guru is compassionate upon us, because where we're sitting in the Guru's court. Fir Sada, Sada, Sada. Tisri Vari Sas in the 3rd time, in the future. Pavikhat Kal vich. Agge, WhyGuru Ji will always be Diyalu. Always be compassionate. Ise tarah, Guru Arjan Dev Ji says ke simra simra, man karke, bani karke, sareer karke, simra simra. Always remember them with your mind, your body and your tongue. With every fiber of your body, don't forget that one. Nanak pai nihal. And the one who does this, nihal. They obtain true bliss, true sukh. So this is the upadesh that Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji gave us last week in the Katha. And to continue the Katha today, let's focus our minds on the charan of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. Tan Tan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji de Pavitra Charan Kamal te Dhyan Tarke Sari Sangat Aakho Satnam Sri Waheguru Sahib Ji.
Salok Ustat karhe anek jan ant na paravar.
So Sadh Sangat Ji, Tan Tan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji in this 10th slok is said to us ke Ustat karhe anek jan. Anek jan pave aneka purkh. Many beings, aneka purkh us Prabhu Parameshwar Waheguru Ji di vadiyai karde han. Many people praise Waheguru Ji. Ustat karhe. Ustat means to praise. Karhe means to do the action. Anek jan. Many people praise Waheguru Ji antana paravar, jis de par urvar, their limits, jis de par urvar da ant nahi aunda Sahib Sangat Ji. We cannot find their end. We cannot find the end of Waheguru Ji, and many people praise that one again and again. But there is no ant to them. Ant na sifti, kehna na ant. Sri Japji Sahib di Bani which say ant na sifti. Ant means the end. Ant na means there is no end to the sifta, to the praise. You can praise that one every single day and you never run out of praise. Just like in many things in our life, there comes the end point. Everything has to end, but the Guru is saying that when it comes to WhyGuru Ji, there is no start and there is no end. Just like when we were younger, we used to go to school and he used to tell us about the kara that we were on our arm, He said the kara has no start, it has no end. Just like WhyGuru Ji, there is no start and there is no end. Antana paravar hanji.
Nanak rachna prabhrachi bahubid anik prakar.
And this rachna, this srishti, this whole creation of WhyGuru Ji, it is beyond. Nanak rachna prabhrachi bahubid anik prakar, aneka tara. In many different ways, WhyGuru Ji has created this creation and put many things on this creation as well. The Guru Maharaj Ji tells us that Avval Allah hai noor upaya, that Maharaj Ji created this whole world. Avval Allah hai. Avval means pehla. Allah means Allah, WhyGuru Ji. Noor upaya. They put this light on this earth. Kudrat ke sab bande. They made all the people of this world. And then they say ke ek noor. From this one light, they created everybody. And then kaun pale ko mande. that if this one light sits in everybody, then who is pala and who is bad? Who is good and who is bad? Mande means bad. Loga paramana pulho pai. Say, don't get in this doubt. That the creation is one with the creator and the creator is one with the creation. There's no difference. That when you praise the creation, you're praising the creator. When we praise this tarti, when we look around us, look how beautiful the sunset is. Which some people think that's a bit weird, why look at the sunset for? But that is the beauty of WhyGuru's creation. And just think about this. If their kudrati, if their creation is that beautiful, imagine how beautiful the one who created it is. Just like Sasangaji Kevari, when we meet many Gurmukhs, they ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਕਰਕੇ we think, wow, what a great Guru Sikh. But imagine what their Guru is like. Imagine what their father is like, Guru Gobind Singh Ji. If you ever met a great soul, a great saint, what about who gave them the Siksha, who gave them the teachings? Imagine how great they are. Imagine how great Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji is that we don't know about when we look at that Guru Sikh. If we look how great this Guru Sikh is, but who's given them that gun? It was WhyGuru Ji. Nanaka niraguna guna kare gunavantiya gun de. Those ones who have no gun, jire log guna to bagair hai saas and they have no good qualities, nanak niraguna guna kare, they give them gun. Jinna de vich koi daya nahi hai saas and the one who has no daya inside, then the Guru gives him daya. But jinna de ko daya hai saas and the one who has daya, nanak niraguna guna kare gunavantiya guna de, they give them more gun. The Guru is always giving. The Guru is given to the papi and to the punni. The Guru gives to everyone. So Guru Maharaj Ji has explained to us that in these next Char Paudiya, in this Ashtapadi, this 10th Ashtapadi, Guru Sahib has explained to us about how vast WhyGuru's creation is, how wide it is, and how beautiful the creation of WhyGuru Ji is, and how we can appreciate the creation of WhyGuru Ji. Hanji.
Ashtapadi Kai Kot Hoye Pujari.
So Kai Kot. Kai Kot he means many, many millions. Kai Karora. So Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji starts off in this first Pehli Pauri vich, Pehli Pankti, to say Kai Kot Hoy Pujari. Kai Karora, Prabhu Parameshwar Waheguru Ji di Puja. Puja he means to worship. They say they do a lot of puja of WhyGuru Ji. So Maharaj Ji di Puja vich, within that puja, they always remember WhyGuru Ji. They always focus on WhyGuru Ji. And by doing that, those who do puja, they become their pujari. Pujari here, Sasang Ji means the one who worships that one. Ja Pujari. Po the arth hai Naraka. Just like we say Puraka. Pujari. So Naraka de Dukha no to Sasang Ji. From all the dukh that we have from this world to Naraka, Jali he Pujari. Jari means Jalan. Jalan means to burn away. They say that that one who becomes a Pujari, who becomes a worshipper of the Guru, they burn away all their pains, all their dukkha. The pains of this world, all the way to Narak, they're all taken away just by doing puja of the Guru, by worshipping the Guru. And we worship our Guru as well. How? We matha take to the Guru. We walk around the Guru. We read Guru Bani to our Guru. We remember our Guru as much as we can. No, if you remember the Guru once a day, twice a day, that's still great. It's better than nothing. But the aim is to remember the Guru for every single moment. And every single split second where there's, just like how the fish cannot live without the water, that we cannot live without the Guru's praises. To get to such a state, the Guru is saying. But of course, we hear all the time from our elders that WhyGuru Ji needs a break as well. WhyGuru Ji doesn't need a break. Right? In the same way, our true form doesn't need a break as well. It's akhand. It is everlasting, forever and ever. So, Kai Kot Hoy Pujari. That is many, many people who do puja of Satguru Ji Maharaj or WhyGuru Ji of this whole creation. Hanji.
Kai Kot Achar Byohari.
The Kai Karora Sadh Sangat Ji Shreshth Vichar. Shreshth Vichar Karne Wale. Those ones who do very, very good actions. Shreshth Vihar Karne Wale Hansa Singh Ji. They do righteous actions, dharmic actions, religious rituals. You see in the English translations, they do such actions, Guru Arjan Dev Ji is saying, to better their lives. To better the lives around them. So there's many people doing good actions in the world. Guru Arjan Dev Ji speaking about here. It's not just us. Millions of people. Change karam karde han. They do good actions all the time. The Guru Arjan Dev Ji explained this to us. Hanji.
Kai Kot Pay Tirathvasi.
Phir Sasang Ji Tirath. So Kai Karora Jiva Tirtha de Vasan Wale Han, they go to these Tirths and they stay there and they live there. Tirth is a place where somebody goes to purify themselves. So you may hear in Gurbani all the time, ke Atha Satha Tirth. At means 8, Sat means 60. 8 plus 60 is 68. So 68 different shrines that people go to in India to purify themselves. And what happened once was there was a Bhagat called Bhagat Kabir Ji. They come in Guru Granth Sahib Ji's Bani as well. And these spiritual beings came to Bhagat Kabir Ji. They benti kiti si ke Bhagat Ji, come with us on this yatra. Let's go to all the 68 different Tirth Asthans. Let's go do a yatra. Yatra means to go travel to all these places. The Bhagat Kabir Ji says, I'm not going to come with you, but take this sabji with you. And that sabji was a kauri sabji. So it was a very bitter sabji, like karele. I love karele, but some people don't like it for some reason. But I think they're proper tasty, right? But cholo, that's for another day, right? Yeah. I was going to say, put your hands up like karele, but I won't do that. I get told off, right? But anyway, the point is that Bhagat Kabir Ji, and if anybody doesn't like karele, then they know it's very like, the sabji is proper kauri, it's like it's got this bitter taste to it. But this Bhagat Ji says, take this sabji with you. Imagine like it wasn't a karela, but it was like one of those kind of sabji, alright? So they say, take this sabji with you and go to all different Tirth Asthans. When you have a bath, take the karela or the sabji and do ishnan of the sabji as well. So they took it to all these different asthans and they came back to see Bhagat Kabir Ji and they said to him, cook it, they shako. Cook it and then eat it. And when they went to eat that sabji, it was still very, very bitter. That sabji is still kauri, right? And they, of course, they probably spat it back out. And then, what was the karan? Karan kisi, what was the reason for this happening? The Bhagat Kabir Ji says that you can go to all these different places, but if you don't change on the inside, then what was the point? You can go on all these religious rituals like the Pankti beforehand as well, or here, but if you do not change on the inside, then keep hedasi, what was the point of going? They're saying. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that you don't come to the God there anymore, because now somebody might take that the wrong way. It means when you go to these places, go there with mehir. Mehir means mercy. So when Guru Nanak spoke to the Muslims, they said, mehir masid. They say, if you're going to go to the mosque, then have mehir, have mercy, have compassion. So how does a Sikh take that? That when we go to the Gurugar, we should be leaving with daya, with compassion. So it means to go and to listen. Sadhavan. Sonia. Like Guru Nanak said in Japji Sahib, you have to listen to the Guru's teachings. So we have to change on the inside as well when we go to such places. And we have to want to change. And sometimes the only time we want to change is when something happens in life that is difficult. Because that difficult time, that pressure that it puts upon us, causes us to change. So again, Maharaji tells us, Ehe pe daat teri daatar, ketiya dukh pook sadamar. That we have so much dukh in our life, so much hunger, but the Guru says, Ehe pe daat teri daatar, this is your daat, this is your gift. And it takes time to realize that the Guru is always blessing us, the Guru is always giving us a gift. It is only after time we start to realize that this was Guru Sahib's bakshish, but also really in that moment it doesn't feel like it. But one thing we can do is just hold on to the Guru. I'm going to go off topic again, then we'll come back to the Katha. But just like a beautiful Sakhi of these Guru Sikhs who came to see Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, and they had this patthar. A patthar means a stone. They put the patthar in Guru Gobind Singh Ji's hand, in their beautiful hand. And what happens, Guru Gobind Singh Ji started to ask the Guru Sikhs a question. And they said, Maharaji, drop the patthar on the floor. And the Guru Sikhs were saying to Maharaji, said to the Guru Sikhs, what's happening here? Why did the stone fall on the floor? And the Guru Sikhs are saying, because, gravity, when you let go of it, it's going to hit the floor. Right? So they're trying to give all these kind of clever answers. And then when Guru Gobind Singh Ji looked at somebody called Bhai Nandalal Ji, he said, Bhai Nandalal Ji, what do you think? And then Bhai Nandalal Ji said to Maharaji, Maharaji, whoever you hold in your hand, they always stay up. They never drown. As soon as you let go of them, then they fall. Meaning that as long as you hold onto the Guru's hand, as long as you do ardas, the Guru says, Maharaji, hold on to us. Hamari karo haath re racha. Look at that shabad in Siri Chaupai Sahib. Hamari karo haath de racha. Haath means hand. De racha means to protect. Hey, WhyGuru Ji, always protect me. Hamari, myself. Karo haath re racha. So as long as the Guru holds us, we are safe, we are fine. As soon as we let go of the Guru's hand, then we're going to drown. So let's not become like that patthar. Let's not become that stone. Let's always hold into the Guru's hand, and then we can never drown. It may feel like around us we're drowning, but just like how Guru Amar Das Ji said to the Guru Sikhs, okay, even if a boat is traveling in the ocean and 3/4 of that boat is sinking, it's under the water, when there's only a little bit of the boat on top of the water, it's still going to get to the other side, right? The whole boat doesn't have to be above the water, right? Even if a little bit is hanging above the water, it'll still get to the other side. Meaning in our lives, no matter how many mistakes that we make, as long as we just do that bare minimum, we can still get across. If our life is so difficult, we still make an effort every single day to come to see the Guru, to do our Nitnem, even if that's 1 hour a day, even if that's 2.5 hours a day, das vand. 10% of your money, but 10% of your time. Das vand also means your sama, okay? 10% of your time every single day. 24 ਘੰਟੇ a din de vich. So, 2.5 ਘੰਟੇ means 10%. Got pretty much estimate, right? So give 10% of your day to the Guru, and then you'll get carried across, Guru Amar Das Ji says. So Guru Sahib Ji gives us so much Sikhya here, and they're saying that many people go to his Tirth Asthans. It's not knocking them, they still have an effect. But the Guru Sahib Ji said that many people go to such places and they do such things. Hanji.
ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਬਨ ਭ੍ਰਮਹਿ ਉਦਾਸੀ
ਫਿਰ ਬਨ ਦਾ ਅਰਥ ਹੈ ਜੰਗਲਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ. So ਕਈ ਕਰੋੜਾ ਸਾਧ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ, many people ਉਪਰਾਮਤਾ ਧਾਰਨ ਕਰਕੇ, ਉਪਰਾਮਤਾ means to be detached. So ਉਪਰਾਮਤਾ ਧਾਰਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਧ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਜੰਗਲਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਭਰਮਦੇ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਹਨ. They wander around in the jungles. They think, I don't want to live in the world, I'm going to live in the jungles, because in the jungles I meet God. That's not to say that's wrong, but the Guru is saying to us, live in the world. They say in Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji's Bani, Reman Aso Kar Sannyasa. Ban se sadhana sabhe kar samajho man hi mahe udasa. They say you don't have to leave the world, become detached in your mind. Man hi mahe udasa. So in today's world, everyone talks about the mind, conquering the mind, the thoughts. Guru Sahib has been speaking about this for so many years, about the mind and conquering the mind. It's getting past this hurdle of the mind that we have. And the Siddhs, for example, in Japji Sahib, Munda Santokh, Saramapata Choli, Dhyan Ki Karhe Beput. Munda Santokh means Mundara means earrings. That Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, when they went to see the Siddhs used to wear earrings. Why did they wear earrings for? One of the techniques that they used to do that is because they used to pierce the earring into their ear to the point where they said that I used to hit a nerve or some sort of nadi in their ear, but basically it would stop their thoughts. Sankalp te vikalp. Okay, so they used to use these earrings as a technique to stop their thoughts. That's not me promoting wear earrings to stop your thoughts, but that's what their jugati was. And they asked Guru Nanak Dev Ji, what is your jugati then? How do you stop your thoughts? And they said, Munda Santokh. What are my earrings? They're the earrings of Vichar, of Guru Vichar, Shabad Vichar. And then what is the earring that I put in my ear? It is of Santokh. I wear the earrings of contentment. When I have contentment, then I have no thoughts. Because we know when we're not content with something, then we keep thinking about it again and again and again until we get that. Why do they have that for? Why don't I have that for? Why did this happen to me? The Guru says, content. Those are my earrings, and the hole that I make in my ear is of the Guru's vichar. I take the solaka, you can say, I take the needle of the Guru's gyan, of the Guru vichar, of Guru Shabad vichar, and I paste that through my ear. And I wear the earrings of Santokh. Guru Nanak Dev Ji says to them, you can find this arth in Gurbani Arth Pandar. This is arth by Sant Ganu Guru Bachan Singh Ji. Look how deep Sri Japji Sahib the part is. It's not just about earrings. It goes so much deeper. The arth of Sri Japji Sahib ke part. Hanji.
ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਵੇਦ ਕੇ ਸਰੋਤੇ
ਫਿਰ ਵੇਦ ਕੇ ਸਰੋਤੇ ਸਾਧ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਕਈ ਕਰੋੜਾ ਵੇਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਰਵਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ. They listen to the Vedas, the ਚਾਰ ਵੇਦ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਧਾਰਮਿਕ ਪੁਸਤਕਾਂ ਹਨ ਸਾਧ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ. These different spiritual scriptures and granths. Many people read such things in their life. Guru Arjan Dev Ji is saying it's not the only ones. Other people, we know this already, they have their own scriptures. The Guru is saying it's so vast. How many granths, how many scriptures there are on this world, and how much people read as well to obtain knowledge, to obtain enlightenment. But the Guru says that you can read as much as you want, but bina satguru kene na payo, bina satguru kene na paya. You'll never find that one without a satguru. ऐसा सतगुरु जे मिले Tisno Sopia Vicho Apagoi. They said that, oh Jai, if you want to meet the Guru, then you have to give everything to the Guru. Give everything to the Guru. Become a sacrifice to the Guru, and the Guru do kirpa. The Guru will bless us. That is the Guru's aim. We come to the Guru and the Guru blesses us. And the Guru is filled with blessings. They're the form of blessings. Kirpalu Surup. Complete bliss. Hanji.
ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਤਪੀਸੁਰ ਹੋਤੇ
ਤੇ ਤਪੀਸਰ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਕਈ ਕਰੋੜਾ ਵੱਡੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਤਪੀਏ ਬਣੇ ਹੋਏ ਹਨ. Many great tapasvis. Tapasvi means someone who does penance, who puts their body through such dukh, such pain to obtain a spiritual level. They wouldn't eat for many years. They leave their homes. They would sit in the hot sun. If you look in India, Panj Agan was a type of tapasvi that they used to do. Have 4 fires around them and the sun is on top of them. They do such difficult things in order to obtain enlightenment, to obtain some sort of riddhya, siddhya, to obtain some sort of honor, some sort of man. And the Guru is saying there's so many people like this who have come in the past, who are here right now, who are going to come in the future. So many people. If you look at a bit from more of a Sikhi standpoint as well, in our own lives, even when it comes to doing Amrita Vela, many Gurumukhs who do Amrita Vela, this is a form of tap as well. Ke Amrit Velle jaag ke ishnan karna, fi bani parni, to read Gurbani every single day. That's a form of tap for a Sikh. For us, penance, difficulty. It's hard to wake up in the morning, feel really sleepy, especially on a Sunday, right? I was talking to Viji about this earlier. Sunday, nobody wants to wake up. Sunday is like, sleep in. Then after Sunday, then Monday, Tuesday, the same thing. We all love sleep, right? One thing we all love is sleep. When it comes to loving WhyGuru, then we find out, right? It's not to put anyone down. I'm in the same boat as well. In that moment when you think the alarm clock's going off, right? If you got a holiday we're going on, we'll be out of bed, right? We can sleep for 1 or 2 hours. We're going on a holiday to another country, we're going to be up straight away, right? But when it comes to Amrit Villa and saying WhyGuru, it's like, oh, proper tired. I need to sleep a bit more, right? I need my energy to do my part. But for holidays, we don't need energy. We find it somewhere inside us, right? It's all inside us then, right? So imagine having that type of pyar and prem for doing our bhakti. Comes through Sadh Sangat. By doing some company of those people who have that love, it rubs off on us, right? That's the greatness of doing Sadh Sangat. You meet somebody, you look at their face and think, this person has so much love for Sikhi. I was talking to a singer about this a few days ago. I remember when it was the 4th year anniversary of Basic Sikhi Katha at this Guru card. So that was about 6 years ago. So some of you may have been here. I remember I was sitting in the Sangat and Pai Rajan Singh was doing Kirtan. He was singing the Shabad Jina Prem Kyo Tin Hi Prapayo. And there was Pai Jagraj Singh Ji, he was singing at the back or against the window next to the curtain. And he was covered in tears. His eyes were bawling. He was just completely crying in so much love of the Shabad. And I just looked at him like, wow, that's so amazing, right? So such Gurumukhs, such Guru Sikhs that when they'll get so connected to Gurbani, to his Shabad, they'll be crying so much. Not crying out of sadness in that respect, but crying out of bliss. Or it may be in the sadness of being detached from that one, wanting to be one with that Guru, to be with that Guru all the time. Such Gurumukhs that have been around us, and they're still around us. You can listen to his Katha online. Still here. Thousands of videos available that you can watch. So such Gurumukhs, right? To experience it, to see somebody just crying in so much love for the Shabad. Such great Gurumukhs that we've been blessed to have Sangat of, and that sit around us today that we don't know about. Hanji.
ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਆਤਮ ਧਿਆਨ ਧਾਰਹਿ
ਤੇ ਕਈ ਕਰੋੜਾ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਆਤਮ ਧਿਆਨ ਧਾਰ ਰਹੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਤਮ ਸਰੂਪ, ਆਤਮਿਕ ਸਰੂਪ on their true form. ਤੇ ਧਿਆਨ ਧਿਆਉਂਦੇ ਹਨ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ, ਧਿਆਨ ਧਾਰਦੇ ਹਨ. They focus on their true form, the Atmic Sarup, Atam Sarup. So many people who have experienced that one, who've become mukt. So many still to go, just like ourselves. But the Guru is saying there's so many of these people as well who make that effort. Yatan karde han, they make an effort every single day to focus on the Atma. And have we ever tried that? Have we ever tried to think to ourselves, we sit there, find a very peaceful place and think, I want to connect to my soul. I want to connect to Paramatma, who is my Atma. And just close your eyes and just go searching inside. Have we ever tried that? Have we ever tried to feel the Atma inside us? If we haven't, then why don't we try? Guru Maharaj is saying, Kei crore. Kei crore, many people have tried this. Many people are trying this. Many people have accomplished it. Many haven't. but it was all through the Guru's Kirtan and we had to try. And for the Guru's Upadesh, that we know we can try. And in Sadh Sangat. By doing Sadhu on the Sangat, those who have practiced this, then we can try that ourselves. So maybe now, even though it's already halfway through the Katha, we're not for the first body, let's try that. Let's try and connect to our Atma Swarup. So for 2 minutes, we'll all do Simran together. So WhyGuru Simran, 2 minute vaste asi karunge together. So let's all close our eyes, backs up straight. Let's try and connect. Let's try and focus. Let's try and feel something inside us. Where do you want to focus? It's up to you. Focus on your heart. Focus on your forehead if you want to. Wherever you want. You don't have to focus on anything if you don't want to. Just try and feel something or just say WhyGuru. And let's try and connect. Let's try and feel that Shanta Swarup. That one that is a form of peace. Waheguru.
Waheguru,
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 Waheguru. So kai kota atma dhyan dhar hai. Many people try this to connect to the Atma. So why don't we try as well? Hopefully we'll be successful in that, Hanji.
Kai kot kabe kaab bichar hai.
So kab, kai krora jiva, kav rachna. Kav rachna here means like to write poetry. So kavi ho ke sasanga ji, they say they do vichar of WhyGuru Ji. They become poets and they start to contemplate upon WhyGuru Ji. Or they'll read poetry and use that to contemplate upon Prabhu Parmeshwar WhyGuru Ji. Just look at Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji is made up of poetry. But there's many, many Granths out there, especially many, many years ago. Poetry was very common. It's a great skill that many people have, but today it's something that we don't see that often, or maybe seen as a thing that people don't want to do. But that was such a powerful thing, and people used to use this to do ustat of WhyGuru Ji, to praise Satguru Ji Maharaj. And they say many, many people write poetry or do vichar of WhyGuru Ji through poetry, Hanji.
Kai kot navtan naam tyave.
The Navatan means Nava. Navatan means new. Navatan naam tyave. Jo Maharaj Ji, their new names. Every single day we can think of a new name for WhyGuru Ji. Jive Shesh Nag hai sasni Shesh Nag. Comes in Gurbani Shesh Nag tera maramana jana. Now even Shesh Nag, who is known as this snake, who had 1,000 heads, I think, every single day he will say 1,000 different names for WhyGuru. Not the same name. And they go, even Sheshnag, they don't maramana jana, they don't even know your end as well, they don't even know your greatness. Every single day they say 1,000 new names, but they still can't find your ant. And here the Guru is saying that every single day, Kai krora hi log sasni, many people, they praise you and they think of different names, but there's no end to you. Look how vast WhyGuru Ji is. We can never find the end of WhyGuru Ji. Guru Arjan Dev Ji saying to us, Hanji.
Nanak karte ka ant na pavehe.
So Sahib Singh Ji, Guru Sahib Ji saying to us that one WhyGuru Ji, that their ant, we cannot find it. The end of WhyGuru Ji cannot be found by anybody, Hanji.
Kai kot pay abhimani.
The Sahib Singh Ji, for Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji talks to us about those people are abhimani. So Kai Karora, apne aap vich, hankari बैठ के अहंकारी हो के साथ they become hankari, they become so proud of themselves, कई कोट पे अभिमानी. They become so proud, they think, I am the greatest of the great. There's no one greater than me. The Guru Sahib says कि आपस को जो भला कहावे, the one who calls himself good, they say that no good comes next to them. No good comes next to that person. I'll come with the next line. Say that no good comes next to that person. There's many people in this world who are filled with pride. So we shouldn't be shocked, right? Sometimes we become shocked like there's so many people who have pride. There's so many people that have hate inside them. And it puts us down. But the Guru is saying there's many people like this, unfortunately. But that is the play of the world. Ke nere, ke dur. Many are close and many are far away. So Guru Arjan Dev Ji is saying that there's many people who are filled with sankar, hanji.
ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਅੰਧ ਅਗਿਆਨੀ
The kei kot saasni kei karora, agyan hoke. Agyan karke anne hoye han sasang ji. Through their own agyanata, for their own ignorance to become anna. Anna he, anne means to be blind. That because of their own ignorance, they're blind to the truth. Just like many times in life, you may have somebody in front of you that you care about so much and you keep telling them, don't do that, don't do that, but they still do it again and again. And you think, what can I do? But they say, Kei Kot. There's so many people like this, that agyanata vich sasanga ji, they become blind. Anne hunde ne sasanga, they're completely blind to the truth. The Guru is saying that there's many people like this, that we may even go to them and say to them, look, you should do part, you should do Simran, you should do these things. And they're like, no, I don't want to do it. What can you do then? Just like when Guru Tegh Bahadur used to travel to the east of India, towards like the area of like Bangladesh, that kind of area, Patna Sahib, Adak, many people never came to see the Guru. We may think today that if Guru Gobind Singh is here today, everybody will come and sit with the Guru. Even in those days when the Guru would travel, the people wouldn't come and see the Guru as well. And the Maharaji used to say that it's because it's in their karam that they don't see the Guru as the truth. So Maharaji is saying that there's many people like this, they're completely blind, in that complete darkness, hanji.
ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਕਿਰਪਨ ਕਠੋਰ
The Kirtan Sasang ji he means conjuice. Conjuice, you probably heard that word before, probably hear in our households all the time when it comes to buying new stuff. Or like Shuma Banda, there's another word for it as well, conjuice. They say Kei Kot Kirpan Kator. There is many people that are conjuice, I don't know how you say conjuice in English, like somebody who doesn't want to spend all their money, right? I'm only good at explaining it, right? I think he just said my dad or something. So, conjuice, kator. Kator, he means kar. Kar, he sasang ji means like, kar means like very, like a stone. Like we can say their heart is like a patthar. They one of their bachan vi kar dvange sasang ji, their words are very bitter as well. Okay, if you ask them to donate, they won't donate. Right? Because like, I can't give you money. I've got no money myself, even though they've got so many zeros in their bank account. But the more money they have, the more attachment they have to the money as well. Right? For some reason, the more you have, the less you give. The less you have, the more you give. How crazy is this play, right? That Maharaji talks about. And they say, Kei Kot Kirpan Kator. There's many people like this that can juice. But not just can juice, even their words are very bitter and their heart is like a patthar vangya hanji.
ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਅਭਿਗ ਆਤਮ ਨਿਕੋਰ
They are big sauce in Kei Karora. Prem de ras to apej hai. That they are from this ras of Prem, they are completely attached. Nikor. Again, Kore Bachan. Or their man is very Kora as well. It's very bitter. Such people. They don't have that ras inside. You may see that people think you're so bitter. Like, don't you smile? Don't you speak any nice words? Right? We may see this in our life. And the Guru said there's many people like this as well. And we could become like this as well many times. So many times people say, okay, how do we sort this out? And something I heard recently that was really good is that you have to become like the company you want to keep. So if you want such company, such good company, then you have to be that company yourself for others to attract those people. So if you want to be surrounded by loving people, then you have to become a loving person. If you want to be surrounded by helpful people, then you can become a helpful person yourself. Right? So starting with yourself, and then you attract such people in your life. So sometimes you always look out. The Guru says, if you look at yourself, transform yourself, then you just attract such being into your life. Hanji.
ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਪਰ ਦਰਬ ਕੋ ਹਿਰਹਿ
ਫਿਰ ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਪਰ ਦਰਬ. So ਕਈ ਕਰੋੜਾ ਪਰਾਏ ਦਰਬ, ਪਰਾਏ ਧਨ ਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਚਰਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਨ, ਸਾਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਰਾਉਂਦੇ, ਭਾਵੇਂ ਚੋਰੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ. People steal other people's wealth. Right? Many thieves in the world. Right? And the Guru said there's many of these types of thieves as well, hanji.
ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਪਰ ਦੁਖ ਨਾ ਕਰਹਿ
Say ਕਈ ਕਰੋੜਾ ਦੂਸਰਾ ਦੀ ਨਿੰਦਿਆ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ. There's many people who slander other people. We've probably seen it ourselves, we've probably done it ourselves. to do ninda of other people. The Guru said there's many people like this. Don't be shocked. If you're sitting in front of someone that slanders everyone around you, they're probably slandering you as well when you're not there. Someone is saying, okay, there's many of these people, and maybe just stay away from that person and don't tell them anything, because before you know it, all your news is in the newspapers, right? Or everybody knows, every auntie down the street knows your business, right? So always keep your circle very small, and those that you speak to, and don't just tell everybody everything, right? The Guru has given us a mat, the Guru has given us a mind, intellect, so let's use it, right? You have to be very careful with especially now in Kal Yuga, it's a very dark time. It's a hard pill to swallow, but it's very, very difficult times. Very, very okhasamaya right now. And it's only going to get more difficult. It is only going to get more difficult, but the one who stays in the Guru's court is always safe. That one is always protected. The fire is always there, but they say, Tati vauna lag gayi, par brahm sarnai. The fire is always there. But the one who comes into the Guru's sanctuary, Tati vauna lag gayi, it cannot touch that person, par the brahm sarnai, who comes in the Guru's court. So remember that, wherever we go, there's always fire. But the one who's in the Guru's court does not get touched by the fire. And they don't even touch the fire, because sometimes we think the fire might burn us, but we might go and touch the fire. Just like in the world, we hear about all these crazy things, and we hear about people that do crazy things. You think, how could they do that? What a fool. And then before you know it, we end up doing that. You think, how did we do that? So it doesn't always mean that comes towards us. We may end up going towards that. We may end up going towards a fire of lust, where you think, how could somebody do such an action of lust? But then if lust attacks us, then what can that poor person do? It's true. You may have seen, if we look at anger, you watch all these TV episodes, you watch EastEnders, you think every Christmas somebody has to die, right? Because somebody gets angry or something. I don't watch it anymore, but you know the soaps, right? Someone has to die, right? Otherwise it's not a soap, right? But these things you see on TV, they happen all the time around us. You hear about it now. You look at the news. Because once anger grabs a hold of the mind, we're literally out of control of that. We can't control our mind anymore. So it's about staying away from these things as well. Guru Sahib is saying, and then when it comes to Nindya, staying away from it as well. And again, by doing Sadh Sangat, being around those people, and you'll see them people. I know I'm talking too much. I'll move on soon. But you'll meet such people that they never do Nindya. You say something that's negative, and they just don't say nothing back, or they just change the subject. And sometimes when we're looking for their certification, we're looking for them to say, yeah, thanks for starting this conversation. Let me tell you something about that person. Right? But then you get those people that don't entertain it. Those are good people to hang around with. Hopefully they don't swear and do other stuff, right? But that's a tick you can put in there, right? But we want to become like those people, that we don't want to entertain that stuff, because by doing that, we're just putting a kalank, we're just putting a dog, a stain on us as well. Hanji.
Kai kot maya sram mahe.
Kai crora sasang ji, maya di prapti vaste yatan karde rende han. They always make an effort for maya. Their whole life is just evolved around gaining this illusion. Money, money, money. I remember hearing this one story, this person saved so much money for their retirement, so much money. When they retired, they passed away. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen to everyone. I'm not saying you don't, you don't save money and all that kind of stuff. But the whole life they waited for that moment to retire, and then that's it, end of their life. All that money could have been spent on everyone else's pala, but still. So the point here is that Sahasangaji, you never know when you're going to go. And Guru says saying that for this Maya, Saram Maya, de which everybody's gone crazy. Everyone's ehe Maya Mohani, jine eh to parma palaya. Makes everybody go crazy. Guru Arjan Dev Ji, Guru Amar Dashi, keh rahe ne Sri Anand Sahib Ji de path vich hanji.
Kai kot pardes brahma hai.
Pardes, he means Pardesh, in different lands. They go to different lands, Paramai, Uthe jaake Paramde, Firde Hansas, and they go to different countries, different places to look for different opportunities, all these kind of things, looking for that fulfillment. But that fulfillment was inside you the whole time. You can go anywhere. You could be sitting in a rich country, you could be sitting in a poor country. Something interesting. You go to some of these poor countries and the kids are so happy. You go to these rich countries, the kids are all dukhi. The ones in the poor countries have got, technically in one respect, got nothing, but for some reason they got everything because they got their own sukh. But here we got kids that are like got everything, but they have nothing because they don't have that sukh. So what's going on? Is this materialistic stuff really going to give us happiness? If we give this to the people around us, is that going to make them happy? No. So the only one that can truly make us happy is ourselves, through the Guru's Sikhya and connecting to that true Sukh inside us. Very hard to find it from outside. I'm not saying it's impossible, because you may meet a great saint and they put you towards the path of coming inside, but that's where it's going to come from, and it's a hard pill to swallow. The Guru Sahib Ji Kirpa Karan, the Samat Bakshan, that we understand this and that we don't get burnt too much along the way, that we fall off. So Maharaj Ji Kirpa Karan, Hanji.
Jit jit lav ho tit tit lagna.
So jis paase Prabhu Parmeshwar Waheguru Ji jeev nu launda hai tit tit lagna, usse paase Sahib Sangh Ji us that way that person goes. They go on that path. Wherever Waheguru Ji wants, they go on that path. Jit lav ho tit tit lagna. Usse paase Sahib Sangh Ji lagna karda hai that person. Wherever Waheguru Ji wants. Wherever we're meant to go in our life, what's meant to happen to us, Waheguru Ji's put us on that path. So what do? We accept it if we can, and if we can't, then we come and sit with our Guru and we ask our Guru why. And we speak to those people that are spiritual. Maybe they can help us understand. Sometimes all we need to do is speak to someone and we find the answer inside us anyway. That's why it's good to speak. One of the worst things you can do is just bottle things up. Whether you're male or female, it's never good to bottle things up. When we share our emotions, then we may end up finding the solution to our own problem as well. So we have to open up. Not saying you open up to the whole world, like after this Katha you come and sit here and start telling everyone your problems, right? But speak to someone. Find somebody that you can be vulnerable with, that you can speak to, and you can share your emotions, that you trust, and you know that this is a Siyana Purush, this is a wise person, and they can guide me. But know that Waheguru Ji is always guiding us. And only they can truly give us Sukh. So if we can, come and let's speak to our Guru. Kiri Pankti that comes in Gurbani, ke main hor thao nahi, jis peh karo benanti, mera dukh sukh tujh hi paas. Now I have nowhere else I can go. Mera dukh sukh tujh hi paas. I come to you, Waheguru Ji, and tell all my dukh and sukh to you, Maharaj Ji. When I'm sukhi, I come to you. When I'm dukhi, I come to you. All the time. Hanji.
Nanak karte ki jana karta rachana.
And this whole rachana, this whole creation of Waheguru Ji, who truly understands it? Waheguru Ji. And the one who becomes one with Waheguru Ji, they understand it as well. So that is the aim. If you want to understand it, then you have to become one with that one who truly understands it. One with Waheguru Ji, Hanji.
Kai kot siddh jati jogi.
So kai crora siddh jati te jogi lok hoye han saasni. There's many people who become siddh. Siddh, he means somebody who gains spiritual powers. Jati, the one who controls their senses, who controls their eyes, who lives a life of being like a behangam, chastity, when they don't indulge in physical relationships or don't live in a family life. They live separate. Or jogi. Jogi means jorna, to join to Waheguru Ji. There's many of these people, Guru Arjan, they're just saying, Hanji.
Kai kot raje ras bhogi.
Te raje ras bhogi. Raje lok, jire lok rasa vich bhogde han Sahib Sangh Ji. Rasa kasa vich bhogde. They enjoy all the different tastes and pleasures of the world. There's many raje like this. But the Guru says to us, even all these Raja, they're dukhi as well. Right? Bina santokha nahi ko rajya. Rajya he means raj ke. Not Raj as in king. Raj when we're full. And we say that I'm full now. But that's where like a Raja comes from. Somebody who is full, content. But they say, Bina santokha nahi ko rajya. That without santokha, without contentment, even you could have everything in the world and you're still in pain. You could be a celebrity with all the money, all the fame, but inside your own home, you could be in so much pain. You have so much fame, everyone thinks you're so happy. When you hear about these celebrities who commit suicide because inside they're in so much dukh. Well, it's not for us to judge them. We should have compassion for them as well, because the Guru came to save everyone, famous, not famous, who had a lot of man, no man, papi, punni. The Guru's come to save all of us, Hanji.
Kai kot pankhi sarp upai.
Many panchiya, sap, many different types of snakes, many different types of birds, different jati, different types of species Waheguru Ji's created, Hanji.
Kai kot pathar birkh nip jaye.
So pathar Sahib Sangh Ji, pathar arth hai pathar, birkh, brich, many trees, many types of pathar that Waheguru Ji's made, that we go through these janams as well. So you could even become a pathar in one janam. If you never knew this, you could become a stone, you could become a tree. So the life cycle, jo 84 lakh June hai Sahib Sangh Ji, is not just animals. It could be a pathar, you could be a bridge, a tree. Guru Sahib say, imagine that life of being a stone. What a great life, right? It's a long life. Imagine this sounds quite boring. Hopefully, Marji doesn't make me to pathar. Or hopefully get mukti, Marj kirpa karan. We all get mukti. We go back to Guru Sahib. But Marj said there's so many of these, right? There's so many different life forms and so many different stones, so many different trees that have life inside them. And they're saying there is ant, kei crore, hanji.
ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਪਵਨ ਪਾਣੀ ਬੈਸੰਤਰ
Kei crore pavan pani besantar. Pavan means air, pani means water, besantar means agni. Many different types of fires, airs and water. All these things Guru Sahib is saying the creation is so vast. We just look at this earth. Imagine all the different planets, hanji.
ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਦੇਸ ਭੂਮੰਡਲ
Desh, different lands, different countries, lands, mandala, different galaxies. It's so vast. Guru Sahib is saying this 500 years ago, 400 years ago, where they didn't have all the technology they have now, where there was many different galaxies. The Guru said this many years ago. There is so many of these things, hanji.
ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਸਸਿਅਰ ਸੂਰ ਨਖਯਤਰ
The Sasyar is Pavesasni Chandrama. The Suraj. Nakshatra, the earth hai tare. So suns, moons, the stars. And on earth, it is asking we have one Suraj, then one Chandrama. If you go to another planet, like Jupiter has 2 moons. Or one of these other planets, right? So the Guru is saying there's many of these moons. There's many suns. The sun that we have is tiny compared to other suns in the galaxy. So Guru is saying that this whole creation is so vast. We're not the only planet. We're not the only humans. It's so vast. It's beyond our understanding, hanji.
ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਦੇਵ ਦਾਨਵ ਇੰਦਰ ਸਿਰ ਛਤਰ
It is asking ji, kei crore devte han. Crore devte han danav pave dant. Te Indra sir chhatra. Indra is known as the king of the Devi Devte. Jere 33 crore Devi Devte han Singh ji, 330 million different gods, demigods, Devte. And they're saying ke Indra sir chhatra, the Indra who's seen as a Raja of all of them, there's so many Indras that have such powerful Raj Bhag, who have so much power. There's so many of them. We may see a king and think that person is so blessed, look how much they have. The Guru is saying there's so many people like that. So what's so special about it? Nothing special. It's just money, it's going to go, it's wealth, it's pleasure, it's all going to go. The true sukh is the sukh we gain through Guru Maharaj's Bani, hanji.
ਸਗਲ ਸਮਗਰੀ ਆਪਣਾ ਸੂਤ ਧਾਰਾ
The first asking is Sagala Samagri. Samagri the arth hai Padartha. All the different pleasures, Sagala Samagri, Jare, Ji Jant Hansa Singh ji, all the beings of this earth, apne Soot Tare. Soot he means a taga. They're saying, Maharaji, that all of this creation is on your taga. It is on your string. But what does that mean? It means that if you had a taga with lots of beads on it, and you pull that taga out of all the beads, what's going to happen to the beads? They're all going to fall. Meaning, if WhyGuru Ji wants, in just a split second, they can destroy everything. It's all in WhyGuru Ji's hands. Jis hat jod kar vekhe soe, nanak uttam neech na koi. It's all in their hands. It's all in WhyGuru Ji's hands, hanji.
ਨਾਨਕ ਜਿਸ ਜਿਸ ਭਾਵੈ ਤਿਸ ਤਿਸ ਨਿਸਤਾਰਾ
So jis pave, Singh ji, Maharaj saying that wherever WhyGuru Ji puts us, jis pave, Naiji is saying that whoever pleases WhyGuru Ji, whoever earns Guru Sahib's khushiyan, tis nisatare, us jiva mukt ho janda hai. The one who pleases the Guru. Jis pave, paunda hai. WhyGuru Ji nu paunda hai. Who pleases WhyGuru Ji, tis nisatare. Nisatare means us jeev tar janda hai. Dekhai rakho. So why are we here? To earn the Guru's khushiyan, hanji.
ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਰਾਜਸ ਤਾਮਸ ਸਾਤਕ
So Rajasa, Tamasa, Sataka, Rajoguni, Tamoguni, Satoguni. These different qualities that we go through, these different emotions, moods, so vast, of being passionate, or being evil-minded, or being in Shantasrup. We go through this all the time. 1 minute we feel so passionate and happy. Next minute we feel like we have evil thoughts. Then we feel peaceful. It's just again and again. The Guru is saying, Kaikro, there's so many people like this in this world who go through such emotions, even just the individual themselves. We're like on this cycle, this whirlwind of emotions all the time, hanji.
ਕਈ ਕੋਟ ਵੇਦ ਪੁਰਾਨ ਸਿਮਰਤ ਅਰ ਸਾਸਤ
So 4 Ved, 18 Shastra, 18 Puran Satsanga ji, 27 Simrtiya, the Khat Shastra, 6 Shastra. All these different granths, you may have heard them, may not have heard them. The point is that there's so many different granths out there. They're not just these Veds. There means so many Veds, the Guru is saying. There's so many granths, so many spiritual teachings, so much karam kand, so many actions that people can do. The Guru is saying there's no end to it, Hanji.
Kai kot kiye ratana samud.
The kiye ratana samud, samud arth hai samundar. Kiye ratana means jewels, pearls in the oceans. There's so many jewels, there's so many oceans, there's so many jewels in the ocean. They're saying there's so much of this stuff. The Guru is explaining how vast this creation is, Hanji.
Kai kot nana prakar jant.
The nana prakar janta. Nana here means asking many different types of anek prakar. The jeev janta. So many different types of beings, but not just beings, but also their swabhav. Yonda sabha hai sasangaji, their character. There's so many people in this world that everyone's character is different. No, everyone's the same. Chal, you can classify people into certain boxes, right? But they say everybody's different. Everybody's sabha is different. And it changes all the time as well, their character. So the Guru is saying this, rangi pati. That the whole creation, different colors, different types of characteristics. Why? Look how vast this creation is. We'd run out of ideas of how to make somebody new. If we were the creator, look at the cars today. They all look the same anyway. Just change like the light bulb or something on it, right? Make it look a bit different. Look how vast WhyGuru's creation is. Everybody's different, even their DNA, even like the fingerprint. Look how vast the creations of Satguru Ji Maharaj, Hanji.
Kai kot kiye chir jive.
Chir jive, chiranjeevi, to live forever. Lammi umar sasangaji. There's so many people that have lived for a long time as well. If you look at Guru Nanak Ji's history, they used to call Guru Nanak Ji a balak. Because when Guru Nanak Ji went to these mountains to speak to these yogis, they were like 500 years old. And Guru Nanak Ji was like 30, 40, 50. Why? So they would control their breathing so they could live for much longer. So the Guru is saying there's many people like this that have lived for so long. So when people say that's not possible, it is possible. And if you look in the first ages of Satyajug, in Satyajug people live for 10,000 years. Why? In Satyajug. They've had a Treta which Sasing Jo Dwapur, 1,000 years. Then in the other age it was about hundreds of years, and now in Kaljug, just about 100. If you're lucky, if you live to 100, then they say that's a great life. 80 is like, wow, what a great long life. Right? So as the yugs continued and got shorter, then the age got shorter. So many things got shorter as well, Hanji.
Kai kot giri mer savaran thive.
So giri means pahad, mer means vadda, savarn means sona. Thive, that many mountains were made, some made with gold, may have gold on them as well. How vast is the creation of Satguru Ji Maharaj, Hanji?
Kai kot jakhya kinnar pisach.
Jakhya Sasangaji is a type of devte. Kinnar means the devte, the ragis. Sasangaji te pisach means jire pehdi birthi wale han sasan. You have a very bad way of thinking. So there's many of these kinds of beings. There's many types of devte who do kirtan in the different darbars in the heavens, who sing God's praises, who have such bad thoughts, who are like demons. There's so many of these, Hanji.
Kai kot poot pret sukar brekach.
So kai krora poot, kuput he means ghosts, poot pret, different types of demons, sukar means sood, pigs, brigach he means mriganu khan wale, which means shade. So mrig means a day, mrigach means those that eat days, basically shade, lion. So there's many of these different types of beings that exist in the world, even these evil spirits. That people say to us as Bemi, ke there's no such thing as evil spirits. Gurbani saying ke puta pret sukha bedagaj. Is Gurbani lying? They are, you look at all of it, the house, many times you see these things, but the one who has Guru Sahib's Bani, they're protected. Guru ka sabd rakhware, chauki chogirda hamare. So there are evil spirits out there. Of course, I'm not saying become Bemi or become scared or paranoid, but the one who has the Guru Shabad is always protected. There's good and there's bad. But then there's a Guru Shabad is higher than all of that, Hanji.
Sabte nera sabhu te dur.
The Sasang Ji Akhilia Pankte which is Sabte nere. Sabte nere means Sarya to Waheguru Ji Atma Rupa karke nere hai. The one who connects to the Atma, then Waheguru Ji is close to them. Sabte nere sabhu te dur. The paap pun karke Waheguru Ji dur hai. The one who focuses on doing good and bad actions, to good actions to obtain man, to obtain honor, and just bad actions. Sabte nere sabhute dur. They're far from those people. Ja sa sangaji sarya to sare gurmukha de. When it comes to the gurmukhs, they're close to the gurmukhs. And jede manamukhan sa sangaji te dur. They're far away from the manamukh. So the one who focuses on the Guru, who always keeps their eyes on the Guru, always thinks about the Guru is close to you. But those ones who forget the Guru, who live in the world and turn their back on the Guru, sab hoon te dur. ਹਾਂਜੀ ਤੇ ਅਕੀਲੀ ਪੰਕਤੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਬਚਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ? ਹਾਂਜੀ,
ਨਾਨਕ ਆਪ ਅਲਿਪਤ ਰਹਿਆ ਭਰਪੂਰ।
ਸੋ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਕਥਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਕਿ ਆਪ ਅਲਿਪਤ, ਕਿ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਆਪ ਨਿਰਲੇਪ ਹੈ। They themselves are detached from this world, ਰਹਿਆ ਭਰਪੂਰ, but they are absorbed in the whole world. They're amongst all of us, but they're detached. How interesting is that? Meaning that for us, live in the world, but don't become attached to the world. Go amongst the world, help anyone that you can, serve your family, love your family, but just don't become attached. But that is the hardest part. So Maharaj Ji Kirpa Karan, it means you still love your family. There's a difference between love and attachment. Of course, attachment comes along with it as well. We have to realize that jeh maat pita sut meet na pai, man uha naam tere sang sahai. At the end of the day, everyone's got to go. The only thing that's going to stay with you is naam. So Inya binti parwan karniya, please forgive the mistakes I made. I keep going over my time, so please forgive me. Get on a bit of a run at the start, but I have to speed up afterwards. I make many mistakes. If I've offended anyone, please forgive me. Let's try and take upon the Sikhi of Guru Sahib Ji and better ourselves. So again, please forgive the mistakes we made. Deho sajna si sariya, jo hove sahib syo mel.
ਸਭ ਤੇ ਨੀਰਾ ਸਭ ਹੂਤੇ ਦੂਰ, ਨਾਨਕ ਆਪ ਲਿਪਤ ਰਹਿਆ ਭਰਪੂਰ।
हे गोविंद हे गोपाल हे दयाल लाल, प्राणनाथ अनाथ सके दीन दर्द निवार। हे समर्थ अगम पूर्ण मोहे मया तार, अंधकूप महाभयान नानक पार उतार। आए प्रभ सरनागति कृपा निध दयाल, एक अखर हर मन वस्त नानक होत निहाल। वाहिगुरु नाम जहाज है चढ़े सो तरे पार, जो सरदा कर सेव दे गुर पार उतार नहार। जो सरदा कर सेव दे गुर पार उतार नहार। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह।
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki Fateh.